Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and this is a 2-year update on my solar panels. At the timing of this video, I'm actually about 30 days short of when it became active, but they were fully installed by this time. And how much money has I saved? Or did I save? Or did it save me anything at all? It was a waste of money. Well, let me tell you, when I put these solar panels in and when I started my little journey, I gotta tell you, everyone said I was crazy, and today everybody wants solar. And here's the thing about solar. 2 years in, I have saved $2,765 in energy cost. And how is that possible? Well, when I first put the solar in that first year, it was terrible. The price of electricity was very low. It was only around 3.5, 4, 5 cents a kilowatt hour. The economy wasn't doing very well. Everyone was complaining. Lots of snow, especially the first year I put it in. I think it snowed every day of the year. Even though in July it did get up to 30 degrees. Smoke came in, filled up the city of Calgary with smoke. The province, Saskatchewan got filled up, BC got filled up. Half of BC I think burnt to the ground. There's no fires. There are some fires, but there's really no smoke this year because I think we burned half of the province down last year. There's nothing left to burn. And that really hurt solar production last year, which made me having to pay money in June, July, August, and September when I should not be paying any money at all. So where are we after 2 years? I saved $2,765. Whew, I'm pretty happy with that. I figured if I could save $100 a month, that's $1,200 a year, I could pay for my solar panels in 15 years. Now I know, 15-year payback, woo, I don't care. I want it. Can I pay them back? They'll last 40 years. Last month, I want to use my June bill, because June you produce the most amount of electricity where I live. And I mean the most. But you know what? My bill was $20.65. See? Can you? I really do need to get better at this. Total. Ooh, zoom out. There you go. $20.65. Woo! $20.65 for the whole month. Now, a couple things have happened that I gotta update you on. If you've been watching the channel, you know I have a Lightning. Boom! The best truck ever made. I've only charged at home. There are no superchargers. I have to rely on my solar panels. So, will I save any money? Well, this is my June bill. I had the truck in June and it was only $20.65. But my cutoff date, that's kind of a trick that it's only $20 because my cutoff date's the middle of the month. So really the July 15th bill, which hasn't shown up yet, should really be a really good indicator from June 15th to July 15th. Another couple of things have happened. This year it was only $20. But it rained and rained and rained and rained and rained. So again, I miss out on a big credit month for June. And I should get a big credit in June and July, most amount of daylight, right? So at current pricing, you can get a contract for your current pricing around 10 cents a kilowatt hour. And then you got all the extra charges, which take you to about 16 cents a kilowatt hour, maybe 18. And that's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do about it. Those 3-cent days will be back because we're a deregulated environment. If oil goes back down to $9, we will get electricity at 3 cents a kilowatt hour again. And my savings on my solar panels will be minimal. Because at 3 cents, you don't really, who cares? No one's going to conserve at 3 cents. You want to conserve at 20 cents and even 30 cents. But at 20 cents, you are motivated to try and save on electricity. Now you got to remember July's bill, which isn't in yet, I think is going to be around $150, $200. But it was 30 degrees almost every day of the month. I have air conditioning for my house. It's south and west, and I have no trees. They've all died off. I've planted new ones, but they've all died off because I live in an old community. I now have an electric vehicle that I am plugging in to charge. I do not go to a DC fast charger because, well, there are none. There's only one, and it's very reasonable now that I've figured out how the damn thing works, which every time I drop by it never works. I could use them, but I have to use my house to power my car, or I should say my truck, and my air conditioning and everything else. So, is it worth putting in? Absolutely. But I must warn every person in Canada that's thinking of doing this, especially where I live. There are 9 new solar companies that have opened up since the beginning of the year of 2022. 9. I counted them the other day. These are not solar installers. They're salespeople. And they're selling you financing. And don't do that. City of Calgary might bring out the local improvement tax thing to get your solar in, where you pay for it one payment a year for 15 years, and then it's paid for. It's a local improvement. It's on the house. If you sell the house, it goes with the house. So the person that buys the house gets the benefit of no electricity bill, and you get the benefit of you didn't have to fork out $20,000. But be careful. My solar array was $16,000 when I put it in, and everyone said I was nuts. Well, I got back almost $3,000. And there's a couple other things in there that are hard to calculate. Is it more? Maybe. Right now, at the current price of electricity, I am saving easily $200 a month. That's right, $200 a month. Come November, December, January, February, March, I won't be saving anything because they don't produce much. But I have a contract for my electricity. It's fixed. I know how much I use. As you can see, the lights behind me are not on because all the garden stuff is outside, and that's a whole other story. I should do a video on that next because I'm not happy with how the garden is going. So June, $20.65 was my bill. I used like 1,600 kilowatt hours for $20. That's how you figure out your savings. Make sure to take the extra charges in. Make sure to put your sales tax in. Make sure all those billing fees. I gotta tell you, my bill was $20.65. I'm gonna finish this off. GST was only 98 cents. Woohoo, so what? GST 98 cents. Municipal fee to the city, $11. Regulated transmission and distribution charge, $42.85. Where the hell did that come from? I don't know. But all I know is that when I get this bill, there's line. There's 50 lines of charges and credits, and it just got, because we're deregulated. It's not like everyone else where it's like 1,000 kilowatts used, you pay 10 cents a kilowatt, you pay $100. We don't have that. So please, really be careful to look at your bill. Second thing I recommend, after 2 years, before you put your solar in, make sure you investigate who's doing it, who's installing it, and who's giving you the warranty. 2, make sure you use the most electricity as you can possibly can 1 year before you decide to order it. Because here I am with an electric vehicle and I don't have enough power. Can I add more? I have to apply. It'll take a year, honestly, for it to get the extra 5 panels, because that's all I have room for to go on the roof. And honestly, at the prices that everyone's jacked it up because it's busy, and they say they can't find any labor, and they say the input charges are higher, and this is all crap. I can go buy the panel myself for the same price as 3 years ago. I went up there, looked at the panel, went online. I could order them myself. Not allowed to do that because it's a zero environment. So please, 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 be careful on who you choose. I like Greenlight. They're honest, they're straightforward. If I have any problems, they answer the phone. I had a problem, they came and fixed it. Use them. If you're in Calgary, set them up, use them, get your quote, but get some other quotes and compare. Don't sign nothing on the dotted line. And if they're not willing to come out, come on. And don't take the financing. People are financing this stuff. This is crazy. They are ripping you off, so don't do that. My opinion, of course, I put the cash up. I saved the money and I put the cash up. So now I got no money going out. The panels are up there for free. Basically, they're free now. For 40 years, I got free electricity. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this makes sense on basically $3,000 in savings in 2 years. A $20 bill in June when most people probably had $200, $300, $400 depending on your usage. Wow. What more could you ask for? Have yourself a great week, and I'll see you in the future.